This week on Canada in the Rough, we're hunting hard for a mature whitetail buck. Whitetail hunting is an admittedly addictive activity amongst whitetail hunters across Canada. To truly hunt a mature whitetail takes plenty of scouting, the knowledge of its habits and its habitat, and an understanding of how the rut will change the deer's regular habits. Not to mention lots of patience and a little luck, especially when trying to capture it all on camera. This week, we follow Kevin and Paul Beasley on a hard hunt in Ontario for a mature buck. They both will be hunting with their crossbows, and as you'll soon see, they have many great encounters with some very mature bucks. But as all hunters know, just because you can see the buck doesn't mean the hunt's in the bag. Stay tuned for this week's episode, as we are truly hunting long and hard in the quest for a mature whitetail buck.
We're just getting settled in here for our hunt. It is absolutely perfect for hunting conditions. It's mild wind, like fairly calm wind. It's about 1 or 2 degrees above zero, and a little bit of overcast, so it's just beautiful, perfect conditions. We've got our decoys set out here in front of us, and we're hoping that we might be able to pull something in. So we're sitting out here on a big agricultural field. It's actually been planted, but hasn't germinated yet, so there's not actually a lot of feed here. But we've got bedding, major bedding area back here. We've got some bedding over there, and they still seem to be using it pretty heavily. So we're hoping that because we're covering such a big area, the decoy will really help to pull them in. So anyway, we're gonna settle in and get hunting.
To hunt the king of the woods during the rut is nothing to take lightly. The rut is probably the most talked about time to hunt whitetails, and even though it is a great time to use aggressive tactics like deer calls and decoys to lure a buck in, it can also be one of the hardest times to get a buck into bow range if he's already on a hot doe. During the rut, does are going in and out of estrus, and bucks are constantly chasing those does for a chance to breed. And when a buck gets on a hot doe, that's all he thinks about. Not even food or water will distract him from his mission at hand.
That's JD. That's JD. JD's on a doe. Trying to grunt him in. Look at him. He's hurting. Great big sore on his front left leg. Look at him limping. He doesn't dare. He is not gonna leave that doe. Look at that. JD's hurt pretty bad. Wonder if he was hit by a car. His body mass is way down. I bet he's been hit by a car. This deer went missing on us for like 2 months. We saw him in velvet, got some incredible pictures of him in velvet, and he just disappeared. And now he shows up and he's gone way down in body weight. I wonder how long ago he got hit by that car. That might be why he disappeared. He's just been laying low for a while. Oh my goodness, that is the tough part about hunting the rut. The rut is so bittersweet because you know, if you get those bucks alone, they're absolutely red hot and they'll come into anything you throw at them. But when they're with a doe, nothing will pull them away. We've got a decoy out here of another buck with a doe. Even that, he had zero interest. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. We're gonna camp out on this guy. We need to get him. What a deer. Well, we're back in here in the same maple tree that we hunted last night. It is absolutely perfect weather conditions. Couldn't be more excited about it. We got a great wind for the stand. It's the middle of November. It's the peak of the tending phase of the rut. We have seen bucks tending does, and so it's been good because we've been able to keep an eye on where they are. But it can also be tough, as you saw last night, because if that doe doesn't happen to come by you or you can't pique her interest, then you know you're out of luck because they won't leave her to come. But funny enough, after I did my hunt closer to last night's segment, that other buck that was following JD all around, he came right in. He came from all the way across that field. We're talking 400 yards across there, 350 yards across there. He came all the way in, worked right into the decoy. It was really, really cool. The light was a little too low for me to be able to get a good idea of whether he was, you know, young or old. So I didn't want to make a judgment call last night and shoot him, but he gave great shot opportunities. So the decoy really pulled him in and worked really well. So I'm excited about the possibilities tonight. Again, it's a wide open field. Bedding here, bedding over there. It's no food in the field yet because it's been seeded but not germinated. But with any luck at all, we'll just get some cruising bedding areas and maybe that decoy will pull them in. So I'm gonna try some rattling here now and hope we can pull something in this cold morning there.
As the week continued in Ontario, both Paul and Kevin had some great encounters with many deer and even some mature bucks. Unfortunately, the old saying, "a buck doesn't get old by being careless," holds true. Time after time, it looked like it was going to happen, but for one reason or another, the buck would sense something and slip out of sight. At one point, Kevin was hunting a very mature buck named Split Ear that they'd known for several years. Unfortunately, on this particular encounter, Kevin was hunting in a very large tree and the buck passed by the new camera operator's side undetected. By the time the new camera operator got onto the deer, there just wasn't enough entertaining and quality lead-up footage of the buck for Kevin to take the shot. At the end of the week, Kevin had a second encounter with Split Ear while hunting along a river. After waiting for 3 hours, Kevin spotted Split Ear following a hot doe in their direction. The doe was following a trail that would bring her within 20 yards of Kevin's setup. His heart raced with excitement as he knew that Split Ear would follow. With the doe closing to within 30 yards, the new camera operator swung the camera from Split Ear to the approaching doe, and his movement was easily spotted by the doe. She immediately spooked, taking Split Ear and Kevin's dreams with her. Sometimes the realities of filming a high-quality and entertaining hunting show are hard to take, but it's all part of striving to produce the best experience for the viewers as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, I sure am excited to be back in the whitetail woods. We came here in November. We had an unbelievable week of hunting, Kevin and I. As you saw, we had many great encounters and just couldn't seal the deal for one reason or another. So even though we still had buck tags in our pockets, we had to head out to Western Canada to get some other filming done, but we're back here again. It's the end of the year. We've only got a couple days left to hunt, and this trip's even a little bit more special. because I have brought with me the new Matrix 380. This is a brand new crossbow to reach the market, and technology has come a long way, I'll tell you. I thought the old Excaliburs were amazing, but this one has truly redefined crossbow hunting. It had its first public release at the ATA show in Kentucky. Unbelievable reaction. And you know what? The buzz was for good reason. This bow is lighter, narrower, shorter, and faster. You couldn't ask for anything better. It's still the same great recurve limb technology, but they've put it all together in a much nicer little package. So I'm excited to get it out in the woods and get it tested out. I have 2 days left to hunt. I got a buck tag in my pocket. Let's get hunting.
Over the next day and a half, Paul hunted a couple of different spots and saw plenty of does and younger bucks, but nothing of maturity. With only one hunt left, Paul decided to change things up a bit.
Well, the sits haven't been too productive for us, so we decided to start doing some drives. We saw a pile of deer out in this cornfield last night, and we've been unable to get at them from tree stands, so we decided to try to push them to us. It's one of the beauties of late season hunting. I love doing drives with archery equipment. It's a lot of fun. It's actually way more successful than people think. And so anyway, we kind of actually were pushing both ways. I'm kind of right in the middle, and we've got coming from this direction and coming from this direction, so the deer could really come from anywhere. But anyway, at any rate, there was probably about 40 or 50 deer in this cornfield last night, so we'll get settled in. I just texted them, said go, so they're gonna start pushing here any minute, and hopefully we'll see something coming soon. Deer. Holy cow, there's a whole group of them. There's a buck too right in the back. They're gonna come right to our left. There's a bigger buck behind him. Get ready, get ready. I got no shot. Here he comes, here he comes. I got no shot. I can't take him. Too much brush to try. I need him to take about 20 steps. Here we go. Okay. Holy cow, I didn't think that was ever gonna happen. My gosh, we had probably 15, I don't know, maybe 20 deer come from across there at us. He stood there forever not giving me a shot. I stopped him the once. I thought he was gonna be in my hole, but when he stopped, I couldn't get a shot. I had that crossbow up for, must have been 2 minutes, 3 minutes. My arms were shaking. I shot him for 40 yards, so I gotta go check that arrow. There's still a bunch of deer out there too. Holy cow. Oh, wow.
Looks like he can't. Oh, there's the hair. There's the hair right there. That's a good sign of a razor sharp broadhead. So I know I hit him. There's blood spraying all the way back there. I have no idea about my arrow though. It's one of the problems with shooting on the ground, eh? The arrow can travel a really long distance and bury under that snow. Well, let's see. Oh, there's my arrow. I see it. Here it is right here. Look at this. snow's all stained. Looks complete pass through, obviously. The blood looks good, but it went right through that snowbank, so it's obviously washed off a lot, but that's a good sign. Broadhead's in great shape. All right, let's go get him. There, we got him up here. Yeah, we got him there. Chunks of hair with blood. There he is. I see him right there. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, he is gorgeous. I am so excited about this deer. Oh, look at this. Wow. You know what? This is my last day of the season. It's in the afternoon. I still had an evening sit, but we got 2 days left in the season, but I wasn't able to get out. So this was literally my last chance. I had this evening sit and that was it. So it worked out very well, and it just goes to show you, doing drives in archery season does work. You got to be a little bit more controlled with and use more restraint in terms of your shot placement and shot distance and stuff, but it goes to show you it can work, and this was just a well executed plan. I just noticed this, he's got a patch of hair missing. Looks like he probably had some kind of goiter or cyst or something, and it's popped, but he's otherwise, he's in great shape. He is just a beautiful animal, and he's gonna go on my wall and he's gonna go in my freezer. Awesome, awesome hunting. Well, there is nothing like a hunt that takes you right down to the bitter end, but ends in such sweet success. I can't tell you the great feeling that is. It was a long old season. I won't lie to you. There were times when I was just frustrated because things just weren't happening for us. But as you look back on it, the memories that we created, the times that I enjoyed in the field, the exercise I got, the social aspect of it as well, it was a really good season, and I'm thrilled to end it with this. I've got some great memories, I've got some great table fare, and that's what hunting is all about. If you have the chance to get out and do some whitetail hunting, wherever that might be, make sure you do it. I'm your host, Paul Beasley from Canada in the Rough. Remember, enjoy the greatness of Canada, be proud of your hunting heritage.
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this video. For more great videos and content, please subscribe to our page and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see. And to follow our amazing adventures around Canada, please join us on Facebook and Instagram.